Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro, and welcome to the future, to the past, to the present, with Jacob Fatu, Terry Funk, and the Great Muta. A little bit of legends and a little bit of possibly future legends here at the table today. Thought I'd mix it up a little bit, have some fun here. I would be remiss if I did not mention this is the first wrestling figure review that we've done here on the channel since the passing of Hulk Hogan. So, childhood #1, adulthood #1, all-time greatest, Hulk Hogan. We will miss you, brother. But we got to get on, we got to move on, we got to carry on, and we're going to carry on here, like I said, with two legends and Terry Funk. And then we're going to jump into Jacob Fatu there. So, should be fun. Was it Samoan werewolf or something like that is what they call him? Something like that. So, they actually say it on here. No. Oh, yeah, the Samoan werewolf. 3 words in. There you go, Brad. So, we'll start off with the legends and finish up with possibly a future legend here in Jacob Fatu. Alright, let's get started here with the Funker, Terry Funk. Already super good looking figure. I dig this a lot. Definitely Terry Funk's face going on here. I do have the hat going on with the extra little painted and sculpted in kind of tassels going on there. He does have his branding iron shirt looking pretty good. Obviously, we'd love for all this to be ornate and actually on the shirt, but you know, let's be real, that's probably not something that you're going to get with a Mattel. That's more of a kind of hot toy, high-end. I don't even think you could really do that with an Ultimate. In fact, they didn't do it with an Ultimate, as we do have a Coliseum Collection Ultimate Terry Funk out there. But it looks really good in the face. I will note that we do get 2 fighting fists here, but we do not get the horns with this hand, the horn hand, so that's kind of a bummer. Would have liked to seen that, especially with this being the chase, and having the ability to make them just different enough. I think I am going to take this off. Usually I leave these bands on, but I don't see any real reason to keep it on here. Is that not attached? Oh, you know what? That isn't attached. Okay, so maybe we will keep that on there. I don't know. That's going to look really rough. Something I'll have to think about. But we do have some soft good pants coming down here. Again, we would love to see these actually molded on the pants and have the little tassels actually be a part of it. But it does look really, really good. Blue pants on the back end. Does have pegs on the legs, so that's kind of a bummer there. But yeah, I mean, if you get the chase, this is definitely a 4-in-1. You can do 4 different versions, because I want to say the red version has gray tights, which is kind of more as normal wrestling attire. But so yeah, I mean, that's possibly, you may need to buy this if you're a Terry Funk person 5 times, or 6 times, I guess. You'd have one set in box, that's 2 right there, and then, you know, 2 sets with the soft goods, and then 2 sets without. So could be an expensive Terry Funk for sure. One that I'll definitely keep an eye on to see if it does go on clearance. If it does, I would love to pick up another one and go ahead and get him into his soft goods. But speaking of soft goods, I think we're going to have some outstanding soft goods here with this retirement edition Great Muta. Man, let's get into this. Alright, let's get into Muta. He does have 2 extra C-grip hands there. We won't go into those. We kind of know what we're getting there. Does have a very ornate headpiece here. Plenty of good looking stuff here. Good paint. Very fun, very flowy. Definitely a piece that it's got to be plastic. If this was soft goods, we'd have a problem. But then again, we're looking at some pretty nice soft goods here with this retirement match Muta for sure. Starting off at the face, got a really nice dark goatee going on there. Blacked out eyes, black hair pulled all the way back. Looks really nice. Even has pie written into his hair, which is pretty impressive. I'm guessing that's his hair. It's got to be, right? Or maybe it's just a mask over the head. Maybe that's what's going on. I guess I should. Let's see. Can we see it on the package? No, but it's all just artwork. Alright, well. I guess we just won't know. But maybe that is just a mask, because that would be kind of impressive. But maybe it's not. Either way, looks pretty cool. And then we're just soft goods, just crazy. We got this cool kind of oriental dragon going on here on the side. Some flame effects going on here by written on the back. Very nice, like high quality feeling soft goods here at the top, and carries all the way around. This little fringe stuff, just super tight, super snug. Looks really, really good. The pants, look at the paint here. We got paint on the inside of the thigh, lettering on the outside of the thigh, flame effects, silver, gold, and black. Just crazy, crazy looking figure here. I will note he is tied down here to the soft goods, so I don't know. Did they do that because they're worried that this is going to open up over time, or what? So I don't know. I'm going to have to kind of fiddle with that a little bit more here before we do our final shot, and make sure that's something that I want to remove. And you know, because I do want to remove it, obviously, but if it's something that's holding us all together, might be something to take a look at. I'm not going to pose him with the mask, so let's go ahead and have a quick look at how he looks with the mask on. Let's see here. I think these little side pieces are going to have to fold out, so it will go on. Huh. Okay, there we go. A little bit of action there. Alright, there you go. Okay. Alright, so I don't know how great that works. Let's see here. Let's see if we can just kind of lift everything up out of the way. So it's not the greatest, but I think, actually, you know what? There it is. Can we see his eyes through there? Yeah, we can see his eyes through there. It's sitting on there, just a little bit of movement. Man, that's great. I don't know, maybe I do want to keep the mask on this one. I think that's actually the way to go. I think I'm going to put the mask on. That's freaking rad. I have the mask off of my other Muta, so, and this looks stupid cool, so yeah, wow, okay. That's pretty freaking rad. Alright, let's get to the final kind of bonus unboxing here with Jacob Fatu, who I feel like is kind of the last real new addition to the Bloodlines, and that's why I've got him. I don't normally collect new guys, but we're going to go ahead and add him to my kind of small, tiny shelf-ish row of OTC type Bloodline guys. So let's get into him, see what he's working with, and enjoy. Yeah, see, Tonga, Tom. I don't really count them. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just what I did. So let's get into it. Alright, Samoan werewolf time. Definitely, since I watch every so often, definitely not as much as I should. Mainly pay-per-views for new wrestling. I would definitely know that this is the Samoan werewolf, which, you know, who knows how many Samoans we got going on now. I might be tricked, who can say. I will note something I really like that they messed up with, in my opinion, on another Bloodline figure, was a Sami Zayn, where they only did one pointing hand on one side. They did give you an extra pointing hand, so you can do either side. You know, when you're displaying them, sometimes, you know, all your guys are lined up a certain way, you know, vice versa, however you want to do it. And if you don't have the option to do both, that's kind of a bummer. But you also got two splayed out hands and and an additional seat grip hand. So definitely like that, but looks really good here on the face. These dreads look nice with the little white tips on certain ones. Red wash kind of there on the back end. Kind of shows off that really nice. Good facial hair sculpt. Looks really good. Super snug fitting shirt here. I do like that. Very cool looking tribal artwork on this shirt. Definitely got nice tats here on the side. Strange placement for his bands, but that's where he does them. That's where he does them, right above the elbow. Is a Velcro shirt. Isn't a fitted one like I do like, but hey, can't win them all. Pretty simple pants here, black with a red design, same design on each side. They are pinless, so pinless knees, pinless elbows, doing pretty good there. And then pretty simple, straightforward boots. No laces on the boots. Pretty straightforward, but I mean, it's a solid figure. It's well done. Face looks great. No paint issues that I can see here. Just a solid looking figure. So pretty happy with that, and finally happy to kind of round up my Bloodline row of figures there. So this will finish it up, and in just a second we'll finish it up and we get our final looks at how we're going to do everything, how we're going to display our guys, and give our final thoughts on these two great legends and possibly a future legend with a werewolf, Jacob Fatu. And there we have it. I did decide to go ahead and cut the bands on both Terry Funk and Muta. I think they'll be okay, and I just really, you can already see the little line here. I just didn't want that to be a permanent thing overall, and I felt this Muta was snug enough not to worry about anything. But, I mean, a pretty crazy good legend line here. I mean, obviously this is only two of them. The other two were the Biker Taker and gosh, Smoking Guns, what, Billy, I'm assuming? Yeah, Billy Gunn from the Smoking Guns. Yeah, I know the idea is get him now, and hopefully they're able to do Bart Gunn down the road, but as of recording this, they just finished up Comic-Con, and there was no Bart Gunn announcement, so I'm not going to worry about it. If I find it on a clearance deal or something like that, but having just one half of the tag team sitting on the shelf, it's just kind of a bummer and not really worth it for me. And Biker Taker just doesn't really do much for me either. Especially, I don't think the execution on that one's all that great. So we just stuck with these two here with Muta's retirement match and Terry Funk for the WCW shelf. So we got a nice kind of variety here. Three figures going in 3 different places in the collection. Definitely dig it. Can't imagine that this Muta stays off my top 5 WWE Mattel figures at the end of this year. I have a feeling he's going to be on there for sure. But at the end of the day, that is just my opinion, and I'm sure that you have yours, and I'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. And while you're there, you might as well go ahead and subscribe to the channel, as we do post new comments. We do post new comments every day, probably, but we do post new videos every single day. I would love for you guys to join us and come hang out and see how far we can get on this old YouTube thing. We're marching our way ever so slowly, but steadily to 1,000 subscribers. So thanks for hanging out. And if you've already subscribed, I appreciate you guys doing that already. But I think it is that time. It is time to grab a drink. It is time to throw one back. And we'll see you all next time.